Hi guys, it's George back here with another vlog, and today I'm here at Alton Towers for their Fireworks Spectacular 2024. I'm very excited to be here at the event for the first time. I wanted to come to Alton Towers Fireworks for a very long time, and this year is finally the year that I'm going to get to see it. So I was here yesterday for the first day of the event because I didn't vlog that day. I got here at about 3 o'clock. So I didn't vlog that day because I wanted to have the full day vlogging. So I'm here for the full day today. It's about 11 o'clock now, and yeah, later on I'm going to be watching the fireworks for a second time and sharing my review about them, getting some footage for the vlog. As well as that, I'm going to get round, go on loads of rides, and just talk about the 2024 season here at Alton Towers, talk about some of the highlights, the lowlights, and yeah, just have a bit of a season summary in this vlog. So I'm going to start my day here at Alton Towers with a ride on Wicker Man, currently advertised as a 45-minute queue. I do think it's going to be a lot bigger than that. However, I'm really looking forward to getting back on this. This is my favourite ride on park. So I've just had a ride on Wicker Man, absolutely fantastic. I was on the back row, my favourite row on there. It was really good. Both sides of the fire were working as well, which was really good. Both sides were working most of the time while I was in the queue. Then when I started getting to the end of the queue, only one side was working, but then when I was on there, I saw both sides were working, so that was good on there. It's a fantastic ride. I do really like it. Still my favourite ride here. It was running a bit slower. Of course, it's a morning ride than an evening ride. It does warm up a lot throughout the day. It was running a bit slower this morning. However, I'll try and get on it again later on, and hopefully it'll be running even faster. I'm now heading over to the Cursed Alton Manor. I'm going to go for a ride on there, and then I'm going to go over to Forbidden Valley and see if I can get on all the rides in there. Really good ride there on the Cursed Alton Manor. Now that Hex is back open, literally Alton Towers, I would say, has got the two best dark rides in the UK with that and Cursed Alton Manor. So yeah, it's a brilliant ride. The trommel wasn't working in there though. That hasn't been working for a while, so I do hope that they fix that for the 2025 season. That will be nice to see that come back, because that's a really kind of big part of the ride that is a really cool section that I really like. But yeah, everything else was working. It's a great ride, nice and long, some brilliant theming, brilliant effects in there. It's still one of my favourite rides here in the park. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm glad to see that the park are mostly looking after it. So it's now time for a ride on Nemesis Reborn. Looking forward to getting back on this. The other day, I was actually looking at some of the old footage that I got of Nemesis when it was its original colour scheme before it got retracked. Yeah, it was really weird seeing videos of the coaster with that colour scheme, because I've got so used to seeing it like this now, and it's like, I think I actually prefer it how it is now. It looks brilliant how it is now. It used to look amazing, but it was so weird going back and seeing like old video clips that I'd taken of this ride and old photos that I have of this ride, and just seeing all of the old colour scheme and old theming. It was really weird seeing it, but that's why I love kind of taking photos and videos of all these different things, because one day they might change, and then you can go back and look at them and remember what it used to be like. So yeah, it was really cool seeing that. Looking forward to getting back on this. It's advertised 35 minutes, however the queue looks much longer than that, but to be honest, I don't think it'll be too long, maybe an hour max, which isn't too bad for Nemesis Reborn. I waited about 40 minutes there for Nemesis Reborn. Yeah, that queue moved so fast. It's a high throughput ride. Of course, it was all the way back up at the top. However, yeah, it does move really fast. So if you do join the queue and it looks really long, like there's loads of people there, it moves fast. So even if it looks like a really long queue, yeah, chances are you won't be queuing too long for it. Only about 40 minutes there, which was really good. Yeah, it was a great ride, nice and intense. It was a bit rattly. I think I got the raffle train on there. However, it's still an absolutely incredible ride. I'm now going to go for a ride on Galactica here in Forbidden Valley. This could be one of the final times I experience this as Galactica, because there have been a lot of rumours over the last few days about a re-theme. So of course the fireworks this year are all themed around the Phalanx and the Phalanx Expo. There's been a lot of branding around there that people have been thinking could be hinting at a Galactica re-theme, like with the Phalanx Expo logo. It's all blue and it's got like a globe on it as well. A lot of people have been saying that it's giving them Galactica vibes. Maybe we could be seeing this re-themed for 2025. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, but I'm gonna go for a ride on it now. Yeah, this is a great ride. I really enjoy it. So yeah, it'll be great to see it get a re-theme because it really does need it. So Galactica has literally just gone down, and that leads me to talk about one of the biggest issues at the park this season, and that is ride reliability. So, of course, there's been a lot of discussion about this the past few weeks. Ride availability here at Alton Towers has not been good this year. Especially, you go back a couple of weeks ago during the last couple of weeks of Scarefest, there were points where there were only 2 major rides open, which is absolutely shocking. Nemesis Reborn was also on one train at that point as well, so that was a much lower throughput than normal. And then a lot of the rides were closed, so ride availability this year has not been good at Alton Towers. 13's closed all day today. It was closed most of the day yesterday as well. Something needs to change here at Alton Towers for 2025 to make sure that these rides are much more reliable. Of course, rides do go down sometimes. They do need maintenance. They do need looking after to make sure that they are safe. And of course, safety is the #1 priority. But when you've got rides going down literally every single day, something is clearly wrong and something needs to be looked at. So hopefully, ride availability will improve in 2025. I'll tell you what, if Galactica does get re-themed, pretty much the one thing I will miss is the soundtrack playing around it, because this is one of my favourite ride soundtracks of all time. I absolutely love it. Of course, it does need a re-theme. It doesn't fit in with this area at all. It's dirty. It needs a repaint. I'd love to see it re-themed to fit in with the Phalanx and Nemesis and Forbidden Valley, because it does stick out like a sore thumb in this area at the moment. It's a great ride, however, yeah, it needs a re-theme. So I had 2 rides on the Smiler. I had the first one, and then I went over to Dark Forest because I was going to go on Rita, but the queue got massive. And then I was going to go on Oblivion, but the queue went up. So I decided, you know what, I'll just go for another ride on the Smiler. I did, and the second ride, I got a front row, which is fantastic. The front row is my favourite row on the Smiler. It was nice and smooth there. It's definitely the smoothest on the front. You've still got the normal kind of jolts on there. However, yeah, the key is to just keep your head forward on there for a more comfortable ride. I do love the Smiler. It's action-packed. It's a fantastic ride. You get some great hang time on there, especially on that first inversion. That first inversion is probably my favourite element on the ride. Really, really good. So it's just under 2 hours to go until the fireworks are going to be starting. However, from 5 o'clock, you have got fully functional, the band that performs here on the stage until about 6:50, so about 10 minutes before the fireworks start. So I'll put some footage in of the band just here. Functional. They're going to be playing for the next couple hours. However, I'm going to go and find a nice space to go and watch the fireworks just at the bottom of Tower Street. I'm going to stand just over on the rocks at the bottom of Tower Street over here. So I'm going to go and secure my spot and wait for the fireworks to begin.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, it's all been leading to this. And in 2024, Nemesis was reborn. Arena.
Activate the bioshield. Everything is lost. Point it at the sky!
Power supply failure. Defense program offline. System failure. System failure. System.
Let me unveil tonight's grand finale. Our secret weapon, an alien creature born of destruction. Her potential harnessed by Phalanx. The time has come. Activate the ultimate weapon. Nemesis!
Spacecraft integrity 70%. Spacecraft integrity 30%. Spacecraft obliterated. Threat neutralized.
So you've just seen some footage there of the 2024 Ultimate Fireworks Spectacular here at Alton Towers. And in terms of fireworks displays, it doesn't get any better than that, because that was absolutely incredible. 25 minutes of action-packed pyro, lighting, audio, energy. It was absolutely phenomenal. Amazing. So many different fireworks in there. Amazing quality fireworks as well. They were brilliant. The lighting in there was fantastic. All the lasers that moved around, and the audio, it was so upbeat. It was like so much going on, and then there were points where you'd see on the screens and there was like the CEO of the Phalanx talking, and then I would go to the next part of the story, and like it was the way that the story was told as well. It was so good. One of my favourite parts in there was the bit where it was going like warning, and there was some kind of unidentified object flying in the sky, and then it was like they were unleashing Nemesis to go and destroy it, and that was amazing. The one critique I have with that, and to be honest, it's not really a critique with the fireworks, it's more a critique with Scarefest, because it kind of links with the story. of the fireworks. And that is, I don't really understand what's going on with the Phalanx, because it starts off, so you go back to Nemesis' opening day, and it was like the Phalanx were trying to get control of Nemesis, but they couldn't control it. It was like, and you had this whole Seek the Truth thing, saying like, they can't control Nemesis, it was uncontrollable, kind of thing. Then Scarefest came along, and we got the new maze, Compound, which was absolutely fantastic. However, the story with that was a bit confusing. It was like, the Phalanx are using your DNA for their twisted experiments. So suddenly with Compound, now the Phalanx are evil. Now we come to the fireworks, suddenly the Phalanx are good again, and they're trying to save the world, and they're using Nemesis to be able to help save the world and control everything. It's like, well, I've kind of got a question with that. Like, one, when did they start being able to control Nemesis? And two, why were they evil over Scarefest and now they're suddenly good again? Like, why are they using your DNA in Compound? So the story of the Phalanx needs more work, because with Scarefest and fireworks, I feel like having Compound just made the story a lot more confusing. Because if you didn't have Compound, the story would be pretty clear. It's like, to start with, they were trying to gain control of Nemesis, they couldn't. Eventually, they've now gained control of Nemesis, and they're working with Nemesis to be able to protect the world. That's the idea that I was getting with that. However, yeah, it's where does Compound kind of fit into that? So it would be good if that was told a bit better. But other than that, it was a brilliant show. One of the best nighttime shows I've ever seen. I'm going to go for a ride on Galactica now. Yeah, night ride on here. It's actually open. Hopefully it's going to stay open. It's had quite a bit of downtime today, actually. So yeah, I'm going to go on here, and then I might go on Nemesis afterwards, or maybe Oblivion. I want to have a night ride in Oblivion. I don't know if I'll do that tonight or tomorrow, though. I might do Nemesis. I might go on Nemesis tonight, and then go on like the Smiler and Oblivion tomorrow. Fantastic night right there on Galactica. I really like the new light. Well, I say new, it's not particularly new, but I don't think I've had a chance to show it whilst I've been vlogging yet. But yeah, in the station they've got new lighting as the train dispatches, which is really cool. There's some cool lighting around the ride as well, especially the portal. The portal looks amazing, so it's good to see that they finally fixed that. Yeah, it's a good ride. I really like Galactica. Nice and smooth. It's got some intense moments on there as well. I find it really relaxing as well. It's just a really good fun kind of family thrill coaster. It's really, really enjoyable. I do really like it. So my plan now is I'm not going to go for a night ride on Nemesis tonight. I'm going to go on that tomorrow instead, because tomorrow is rumoured that there's going to be some kind of announcement for the new ride after the fireworks. So after the fireworks, I'm going to come down here to the construction site to see what's going on for that. And even if there's not an announcement, I'm still going to come and see it at night anyway, because there's some theming that's been added around there that looks really cool at night. So I'll film that tomorrow. My plan for tomorrow, I'm not going to be vlogging, however I am planning to film a construction update for the new ride tomorrow. So yeah, I'll come over and see that at night and see all the new theming at night, and then also ride Nemesis Reborn then. So my plan is now to go to X Sector, and I'm going to go for a night ride on Oblivion, and then also hopefully the Smiler. So let's see how this goes. So but then I've just had a night ride on Oblivion and the Smiler to end this final vlog here from Alton Towers of the season. It's been an action-packed day. The fireworks were absolutely incredible. I've gone on so many rides today, and I'm looking forward to another action-packed day tomorrow. Of course, I'm going to be filming a Project Ocean construction update tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that, showing all the progress of that. But that pretty much wraps up the end of the 2024 season here at Alton Towers. There's been some good parts and some not so good parts. The thing that really needs to improve for next year is ride availability. We've had some very poor ride availability this season, especially over the last few weeks, but there have been points where quite often there have been like 3 or 4 major rides down all in one go. Rides have been going up and down today, like 13's been down all day, Galactica's gone down a couple of times, so that does really need to improve because it's not a very good show, is it? Because a lot of people are coming here and you've got all these rides closed. It's not setting a very good example for what's supposed to be the UK's premier theme park. However, looking at the positives of this year, Nemesis Reborn has obviously been the big part of this year. I was here opening day for that, and it was incredible. Of course, having that iconic roller coaster back. Fireworks was amazing this year as well. Scarefest, I really enjoyed as well. I've heard from regulars from the event that it was improved from last year. Of course, this was my first visit for Scarefest, other than coming in 2020, but I didn't experience all the mazes that time, so this was my first proper time visiting the event, and I was really impressed with it. Compound was really good, and it seemed like lots of other people were impressed with it as well. So yeah, overall, it's definitely been a better season than last year. However, there's still improvements to be made. We had Hex come back as well, of course, just under a month ago, so that was really good. But yeah, overall, ride availability is what, like, the rides are what people come for, so hopefully that will improve next year. But that's now the end of this vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly and follow me on Twitter at George Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and I will see you all later. Bye.